What's going on, guys? It's the Hunter Project here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be going over a topic that I felt quite weird going over considering the context of the situation, and that is how I've not really been playing Monster Hunter Rise at all, even though it felt like one of the, if not the best Monster Hunter games to the date leading up to and after launch. But before diving deeper into this, if you could just slap the like button, it would be extremely appreciated, and be sure to subscribe for a lot more Monster Hunter content and even just gaming videos in general. And without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. So as some of you may have noticed, Monster Hunter Rise videos have been lacking in quantity recently for me and many other content creators as well. This is by no means me saying that the game is bad, as Monster Hunter Rise is an excellent entry into the series, and I did enjoy my time playing it greatly, but over time leading up to now I've been having less and less of an urge to play it, and at this point it's non-existent. There are a few reasons that I could think of as to why I feel a bit detached from the game, and it's not because of the monster list or story or anything like that, but I think the immersion is definitely one area that I feel a lot is not hitting the same way the other games have, and I think a lot of that is from the few mechanics that were removed. And first of all, we have the monster tracking, which is completely gone. There are no paintballs, no tracks to follow, just you spawn into the quest and you'll be instantly given the knowledge of where every monster is on the map, and the only sense of mystery being the when you first encounter a monster, before you encounter it will be a question mark, and then all the times after that it will be the actual monster's icon. And for me personally, this does pull me away from the soft hunter simulator that the series is. Of course, I understand its purpose is to be an action RPG, which I love the game for. It's a very fun action game, but this core feature from the rest of the mainline entries, which is not present here, it does feel a bit jarring not having it in, and it does kind of break the immersion for me, as even World took out paintballs, but they kept in monster tracks with the scout flies, so you still felt like you were tracking the monster down before you hunt it. And of course, over time you wouldn't have to track it anymore, which is fine. That's like you're just progressing so much that the hunter just knows how to find it quickly, so it does still keep me immersed. At least for me personally, that's how I see it. But then on top of this, the removal of drinks for hot and cold environments was also a little thing that I felt added a lot to the game, and the removal of it it was kind of a bummer in a really minor way. It doesn't affect the game too harsh, but it still made me a bit more detached from the game, especially when we were going into these really harsh volcanic and icy environments. Monster Hunter Rise went and took that drink concept and it just made us immune from the get-go to any harsh environments, and that itself kind of pulls me away from the game, and it created a sense of detachment, as there was a lot less hunter maintenance other than of course the generic attack and defense buffs that most players would use at the beginning of a quest, or even after a death if you lost your buffs. But also, you can't say that the mechanic is something of the past, as Stories 2 even still maintains this idea with the hot and cold mists that actually put you at a disadvantage if you don't use them at the start of a battle unless attended to. And of course you can use them just before actually encountering a monster in Stories 2. So, but it's the same concept. Like, these two items add a lot to the world building and help keep you immersed, as you're having to do something in the game to adjust to these extreme climates, whatever they may be. And it was a great little lesson to make the hunter think about what they need to bring for the quest, whether that was a hot or cold drink, some meat if you're facing something like a devil show, bombs, or even just something as simple as traps. And while it doesn't change the core of the game, like Monster Hunter Rise, the core gameplay is still probably one of the best, if not the best, in the series, but it definitely felt less immersive for me. And then finally, the final reason as to why I've laid off Monster Hunter Rise is due to the PC release early next year. And I know for me, that will be my go-to platform to grind endlessly, and I doubt there'll be any cross-save considering that they're not from the same platform family. So it'd have to be some online service separate from both that connects them, but I can't see that happening, so I doubt I'll be able to transfer my Switch data over to PC, so I don't want to spend too much time investing into Rise on Switch just to switch over to PC and do it all again. And as there are only little collaborations at the moment, I am just saving myself for the playthrough that I will stick with for the rest of its life cycle. And another little reason I would like to add is I have been spoiled I'll be honest, I have been spoiled by PC Monster Hunter World. Like, the higher FPS has literally become a necessity to me if I can have the option for it, which we do. Of course, that option will open up in early 2022. But after experiencing it, it was so fluid and so nice to feel, and then dropping back to that 30 FPS 720p was a bit, especially for me with knowing the knowledge that we will be getting a graphically and practically superior version very soon. I can definitely wait on Rise for now, but that once again does not take away at all from how good the game is in itself. And of course, this is all subjective to me. It depends on what kind of gamer you are, what you like to have in your game. Some people are absolutely fine with 30 FPS, 720p. Some people need 60 FPS. I don't necessarily need 60, but 30 does seem a bit. It's a bit slow in a sense. I do notice it with my eyes, especially coming from PC games where I'm playing at really high FPS. But that does bring us to the end of this video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons. It's extremely appreciated and helps out the channel a ton. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Monster Hunter Rise and how it stands up to other base games from the Monster Hunter franchise from your own personal experience. And let me know if you guys will be playing the PC version of Monster Hunter Rise when it releases. And don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description. I would love to see you there, and you can easily get in contact with me on that platform. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.